There are even brands that they don't have fancy logos, they don't have fancy colors, and they are selling. They work on the process, but they are not obsessed with the process. So when they are with a brand designer or brand strategist, what they are doing is, this is the story we want to tell. This is not how we want our logo to be. That's not what they are saying. No. It is not this how we want our logo to be. This is the story we want to tell. This is the message we want to communicate to people. Your brand is not about what we want to do. It is how we want to pass our message to people. Are you with me? How we want to pass our message to the people. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah, so the three pillars of branding: clarity, visibility, and clarity, visibility, and conversion. See, if they don't get it, they won't buy it. If they don't get it, they won't do what? They won't buy it. If people cannot understand what you are doing, people will not buy from you. Why should they buy from you? You think you are the best graphic designer? No. You think you are the best mechanic? No. And I tell people, no, the vocation we do in this life, any vocation, you can be a millionaire, a billionaire from it. Have you ever wondered who are the people repairing Rolls Royce? People tell their story. So if people did not get it, they will not buy it, because clarity is everything. If you are unclear about your vision, nobody will buy from you. If you're unclear about it, nobody will buy for you. So at times you don't need to sound bigger. It is not every time luxury what? Product of 5,000 naira, 20,000 naira luxury. Why? You don't need to sound bigger, you need to sound clearer. You are a student, you are selling jewelries, you are putting luxury. Who are you selling to? So people should use their alawi to, no, nah. So you don't need to sound bigger, you just need to sound clearer. So please, I want you to write this down and ask yourself this question: who am I for? What problem do I solve? What happens after someone buys from me? The amazing thing is this: most brands cannot answer all this, even you. It is not everybody that will patronize you. Be fine with that. Not everybody will patronize you. You should have your own customer, like your own customer base. Some people, like from 5,000, you cannot purchase their products. And they don't say it is luxurious products. You can't just buy from them. So, ensure that you are unforgettable. Hello? How many of us, like in the secondary school we attended, or I don't know if you're still in secondary school, but the secondary school we attended, there's always this thing: forget me not. You now write your rare, yes. Forget, and it's amazing. There was some time ago when I was in secondary school, a senior came to the school, and like already successful person, and when they mentioned his name, if you attended my school, you would have seen that forget me not somewhere. It means that this person is unforgettable. You know, if you remember, I said, you too, you are a what? You too, you are what? You are a brand. Ensure that you are unforgettable. Ensure you are what? You are unforgettable. And it really helps you when you're unforgettable. You don't just post today. In the next 5 days, we can't see you again. Posting maybe any flyer that is not your brand. Doesn't work like that. So clarity isn't just what you say, it's how people feel also. It's how people feel. If they feel seen, if they feel understood, they will pay attention. If they feel seen, they feel understood, they will do what? They will pay attention. And your first profit is attention. Your first profit is what? Your first profit is attention. Number 2 is visibility. Most times, The number of followers you have does not equate to profit. Are you with me? As a matter of fact, it equates to frustration at times. If you have plenty of followers and you don't have money, it is frustration. Because everybody thinks you have money. So people will be disturbing you. 2K, 5K. Hey, I don't have. I have a friend who is an artist. And when this guy was struggling, but because people see him post pictures with celebrities like A-list artists, billions every day, this guy started borrowing money. And one day I told him that, do you know, you don't even need to borrow money. All these people that are billing you, you can turn them to your fan base. Like, these are your community. Let these people understand that you don't have money, but you have good music. These people will be the one hawking your songs. Are you with me? If you want to show Bigiano, Omona Brokiano with that, you are going Brokiano. Visibility is important. Are you with me? You can't be the best kept secret. Are you Ballon d'Or? Hello? You can't be the best kept secret. You can't be the best kept secret. I don't want people to know what I'm doing. Let me shock you. People don't even know what you are doing. How many times people on your contact, have you noticed they ask you that, what do you do? Are you with me? People will ask you, what do you do? At times you tell them, I never knew. I never knew you were a photographer. And you are posting every day. So you need to ensure that your visibility is so strong. Let me tell you something. You can have the best offer in the world. How many of us know one person that is so good in what they do, but people don't know them? You know a mechanic that is so good, but yet people don't know them. And if people don't know them, it means they can't have money. Are you with me? You know, I said the first profit is what? Attention. So visibility is not about shouting louder. It's about you speaking what matters most. You don't need the right attention. You need the right attention. You don't need everyone's attention. You need the right attention. Let me tell you a story. In 2020, I lost everything. There was no family, there was no friends. And Mr. Ayooluwa Oladele, he took me in. He fed me, gave me clothes, and he helped me. He gave me my first speaking platform, gave me my first client, and to where I am today. We've done several deals together. This man has really helped my life, and I cannot but help to be here. Please, can you give me the next slide? What's that? Can you read the... What's this? So what I just told you now is small lamba. Not that it did not happen, no, but that was not the way it... Emotional engine. You remember when I was talking about it? Like, you must tell a compelling story. The way I said it now, I'm saying, Mr. Ayooluwa Oladele. But I tell you, he's a fantastic man. Please, can you give him a round of applause again? Yeah, he actually helped me. So, people don't buy facts, they buy feelings. Hello? People don't buy facts, they buy feelings. Instead of telling people that you sell, telling people that you sell jewelries, why not tell them I sell 2K rings? Hello? Why not share a video and tell them that you remember when you were a student, you were broke, you were this, and you could not afford the basic rings and earrings. But you yourself, you went to, what's that market in Lagos? Trade fair. You went to research and I'm back with 2K rings. I'm telling you, it's not every product that is 2K. Some people will come because of that 2K and you will upsell to them and you will sell things of 10,000 naira going to 500,000. So you don't sell facts, just sell feelings. People don't need you to tell them. How many of us how many times have you took Coke and you check the, what's it called, the nutrition facts? How many times have you done that? Do you realize that when you drink, I know that we'll be able to relate with this one. When you see pure water and bottled water, it has happened many times. Put pure water here, put bottled water here. You see people there, I want that pure water. I want that bottled water. In the moment anybody carries bottled water like this, that's the moment some people will be thirsty. Has it happened to you before? You don't buy bottled water. The moment you carry bottled water like this, that's the moment people will be thirsty. Say, please, I need water. I need to cleanse my throat. What happened to bottled water is they sold feelings. They did not sell fat. How many times have you read the Ajaokuta, we made this water in Olumo Rock. It does not. How many times have you checked that? No. You don't check that. So it is important that you sell feelings. It is important that you put stories in what you do. It is important. It is important to let people know how you feel. Be so passionate about how people perceive your brand. Are you with me? Be so passionate about how people perceive your brand. Let me add this thing. You see, your actions and inactions in your business is also branding. Are you with me? If you are the best, if you tell people that you are the best doctor, that's a brand. But if people know that you don't attend to people on time, that's another word. So people will add this that it's good though, but can't attend to Eleku. It's not that you are not, but that's your brand. So let me leave you with this. You don't need a new logo. It seems someone is about to contact their graphic designer already. Yeah, you don't need a new logo, to be honest. What you need is a clearer promise. You don't need to post more. I know there are people that are judging themselves, have not posted today. You don't need to post more. You need to position better. You need to do what? Position better. Let people see you. It's not about posting more. Yes, algorithm favors you at times when you do that, but position better. You don't need to sound louder. You need to sound more authentic. And I will end with this. There is a popular content creator, a skit maker. I have seen a lot of his content. But there was one time he was given an award. And in that award event, they now called the name. People now sat down. And they were looking. And do you know the name they called is Mr. Funny? And people were looking. When he now came out, people now said, oh, Sabinus. People now stood up, they now started clapping. Because a lot of us don't know him as Mr. Funny. So you don't need to sound, you need to sound authentic. You need to sound like your real self. Because when they say Mr. Funny, yes, because it's so funny, people can relate. But you see the Sabinus sells more than Mr. Funny. So let me tell you, ask yourself, what are you going to do after this event? Our speakers, amazing panelists, they're still going to share a lot more with us. But keep asking yourself, what are you going to do with your brand? Are you going to sell facts or you are going to sell feelings? Thank you so much.
We can do better than that. Can we put us together for Mr. Bolo? He has shared important and very, very strategic insights for us on how to handle our brand. He said something about most of our brands. When we are talking about branding, we have to sell emotions. And the three pillars that we need are, can we recite them together? The three pillars that we need are what? We can do better than that. Clarity, visibility, and conversion. Thank you very much once again, Mr. Boluwatefe. So moving on with the order of today's program, we have our next speaker in the person of Mr. Adedayo. And before he comes to the stage, I will be reading his citations. So Mr. Adedayo is a visionary digital strategist, educator, and youth empowerment advocate, passionate about helping individuals and businesses grow through knowledge and creativity. He represents excellence, value, and impact, blending education with practical skill development to raise a generation of thinkers, creators, solution-driven entrepreneurs. In April 2025, Adedayo trained over 1,000 NYC core members in Ogun State. Can we put hands together for him? In collaboration with the NYC Said on digital marketing and business growth strategies, equipping them with the tool to scale their businesses and expand their influence online. Over the years, he has worked with more than 50 brands across diverse industries. Can we put hands together for him again? Helping them to bring clarity, structure, and definition to their system, transforming their online presence, marketing strategy, and brand positioning for measurable growth. Driven by purpose and integrity, Adedayo continues to inspire others to believe in their potential, build sustainable brands, and make a lasting difference through digital empowerment and innovation. If our hands are not too busy, can we please put our hands together for Mr. Adedayo as he comes to shed more light on the psychology of profit on social media.
All right, thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, please, it's Ade Daniels, not Adedayo. Thank you. Okay, so a quick one before we start. I would like to ask a few questions, and I want you to answer me with a show of hands. So, I believe everyone here, we are here to learn about profits, 10x to profits, and the theme is profit first. And I would want you all to listen to me carefully because I will be sharing more on models and structures, and I want you to follow me closely. So, first one, how many of you here, you know somebody that is doing exactly what you are doing, and they are earning more than you? With a show of hands. I like the energy. I like the energy. How many of you here, you know somebody that is doing what you are doing? You know that you are better than them, and they are earning more than you? Show of hands. Thank you. One more question. How many of you here, you want to change that analogy starting from today? Show of hands. All right, thank you. The first slide, please. This morning, I'll be speaking on the psychology of profit leveraging on social media. The psychology of profit leveraging on social media. Basically, the first speaker, please let's appreciate him, Mr. Bolu. He had a sneak peek into my slide because my plan was to come here and give us, because my time is short, but I want to give us a full package on what it means to enter the media space, social media, leverage on it, and have a sustainable result. Please don't be deceived. Because the theme is profit first does not mean that you would go to gym to be fit for profit. You cannot go to the gym to be fit for profit. There are structures to be done. So, second slide, please. The PFA model. I'll be showing us the PFA model. The PFA model. I will be speaking on the PFA model. And the P stands for personal branding. The P stands for personal branding. Next slide. The P stands for personal branding. The F stands for funnel. And the A stands for automation. The P stands for personal branding. The F stands for funnel. And the A stands for automation. Basically, I don't want to talk much about personal branding because the first speaker has said a lot about personal branding. But just to say a bit about it. Personal branding, like what he has said, is what people say about you when you leave the room. And remember, he said that if you are key about building it and you are not, you are building one. In the sense that if you are key on, okay, this is how I want people to perceive me, you are building it, people will perceive you that way. But if you are not building how you want people to perceive you, people will perceive you the way you don't know you have pictured yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So let me give you an analogy. Let's bring out, if we have 5 graphic designers or 5 fashion designers, and we ask them what they are earning. One is earning 5 million annually. We have another one, 500,000 annually. And the other one doesn't even have an annual. It's just when, like, Osu. The difference between them, I tell you, the difference between them is personal branding and skill sets. But let's say the 3 of them, they have good skill sets. Personal branding would make a difference between you and the person that is earning more than you. Where you want to be from now, the difference between you and the person that is earning more than you is knowledge. it is compulsory and it is important that you know where you are. You know where you are supposed to go and you know how to get there. It's a different case if you know that, and it's another case if you now don't know that this is where I'm supposed to be and now I'm supposed to get there. But when you have that knowledge, when you now break it down, you're like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to go. One of the things that will help you is personal branding, because you have to look like your future. You have to look like where you are going to. If you don't look like where you are going to, you will not attract the right people that will help you to get where you are going to. Do you agree with me? Because if you know, at some point in my life, I started with graphic design. I was praying, God, make me the greatest graphic designer. Meanwhile, my skill set was crying. At that point, I didn't even know there is something called principle of design. But it was ignorance. I knew that I need to get to this place. There are some people I need to consult for. So when my story changed was when somebody asked me to do something, and it was the client that was explaining to me what he wants. I've not heard it before, but as per Omogbon, you understand? I was like, okay. I sat down with YouTube, tried to ask people, tried to learn. It was in that process that I realized that there is a lot I don't know. So in that point, I started looking for people that look like my future. Before I transitioned into marketing, people that look like where I'm going to. And I started learning. I highlighted the things I want to learn. So I said all that to say that personal branding is important. Because if you don't have a strong personal branding, forget about making sales. Forget about 10xing your efforts. If we put a lizard down, and let me give you this example. You have a bottle, you have 3 bottles here, and there's a label of Coke, there's a label of Fanta, there's a label of bottled water. The first one, you call it what? Coke bottle, Fanta bottle, water bottle. Why? It is their label that projects what you call them. Your personal branding is what projects what they call you. If your personal branding is not right, don't expect to get the right kind of people you want. Do we understand? So I said the PFA model, personal branding, and I'll be going to funnel. So when you have built your personal brand and it has started looking like where you want to go to, it has started looking like it's already looking right to attract the right people. You need to build the right funnel. A lot of people that are in business, they are not getting sales. They are not making the kind of profit they are supposed to make because their funnel is not right. You might have heard sales funnel before. And sales funnel is the marketing term used for the journey a customer goes through on their way to purchase. In simple terms, I plan not to use any marketing flux. In simple terms, sales funnel is the journey you went through before you buy anything. That is sales funnel. It's you that don't know that you are passing the funnel, but the person that brought you passed you through a funnel. You understand what I'm saying? So sales funnel, it has a lot of stages, but I'm going to show you just 3 stages. Just 3 stages here. Can I have the 16th slide? The 16th slide. So at the first stage of the funnel is attract. The first stage of that funnel is attract. You need to be able to attract the kind of people. And remember, I started with personal branding, the PFA model. So it is your personal branding that will help you to attract the kind of people that you need to. But that aside, in the funnel is attract. You can attract several people. It is you that determine the kind of person that you want to attract. So in the first funnel, you need to learn how to attract. And in this attraction, before you enter a house, you have to knock. And how do you? Your knocking on social media is your content. You cannot just go on social media and the kind of thing you are posting there, I'm still going to talk of content structure. The kind of thing you are posting there is not the kind of content that can attract the kind of people you need in your business. Okay, let me give us this example. Earlier this year, I got a call from a brand in the United Kingdom, the catering brand. And she reached out to me that, she said, Daniel, I was referred to her. I said, Daniel, I have been doing this thing. I'm not a social media person. But I used to see my friends, they used to post, and I'm envious. I don't know how to do this thing. So we did a proper brand audit. Our page was nonsense. We had to do a brand audit, check did research on our competitors, and we did what is called reverse engineering. What is reverse engineering? Check what other people are doing. Look at it carefully. Look at the mistake they are making. Look at the things that is working for them. And you also apply it, putting your own model. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is nothing new under the sun. Even the scripture says this, there's nothing new under the sun. Everybody that is creating something got the idea from somewhere. Even God created something from nothing. There's still thing inside. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you get ideas from existing things already. So we did reverse engineering, and I tell you, within 30 days, started getting at least 2 leads per day. 2 leads per day. And what did I do? One of the first things I did was that she's in London, and I made research, and I saw that most of the brands in London, they used to put London caterers. But what she deals with is African food, and she sells in London. So I added London caterers, and I added African food. If you pick your phone right now, as you're sitting, pick your phone right now, and go on Instagram, and search for London caterers, the first name that you see is Yeti Delicacy. The first name that you see is Yeti Delicacy. So why did I do that? Because I know that if somebody is new to London, or maybe somebody has a caterer in London, and the caterer is already messing up, the way our fashion designers sometimes mess up with our clothes, and you're like, I need to call somebody for my event. You will go on Instagram, and you search for what? Caterers in London. So because I already put it in the name, it's popping in first. Do you understand what I'm saying? What did I do there? I already positioned the brand to attract the right people. Do you understand? That is attraction. You need to position yourself to attract the right people. That is the funnel. Can I have the slide again? Funnel. The next one is nurture. It is not enough to attract. Your content is like the knocking. Your nurture is like your content is the I. Your nurture is how have you been. Your content is the I. Your nurture is how have you been. You start the conversation. If you cannot nurture a lead, we call lead potential customers. If you cannot nurture a potential customer, don't expect sale. Don't expect sale. Because there are some people that I was speaking with somebody yesterday, and the person was telling me that it is when you start reading books that you realize that there's a loss that you don't know. You will now see that, I've been dumb for so long. He was not saying something about a book that he read, that he read a particular book and he was challenged about sales. And he saw that there were some people that have approached him in the past. And they were like, I would have loved to get this, but I'll get it later. Not because they don't have the money. And he accepted that, you'll get later. And he didn't follow up. And he lost the lead. So if he had knew the knowledge of nurture, he will know that people need persistent follow-up. All of you here, you will agree with me that there are some things that you don't want to buy, but because of follow-up, that's why you bought it. Do you agree with me? There are some things that you don't want to buy, it's because of follow-up, that's why you bought it. So that is why do you think Coca-Cola is still running ads? Is there anybody here that does not know Coca-Cola? And they are still running ads. Why? Because research has shown that when an advert shows in your face multiple times, it shortens the time to close. It shortens the time to close. The people buy easily when they have seen your advert consistently. So you need to learn to nurture. How do you nurture? You nurture with follow-ups. It's at this stage that you send emails. You think banks, they are stupid when they send you happy birthday message. No, they are not. They will send you happy clinic on democracy. Clinic on, today we have upgraded something. Children's Day, Workers' Day, Parents' Day, Nephew Day. You see what I'm saying? It is follow-up. It's to tell you. You see that way if they want to follow up on you, on your birthday, they say, Dear Daniel Adeniji, you will feel so personalized that, oh my God. That is a follow-up. That is a strategy. They understand the funnel. They know what it means to bring people from potential customers to customers. Earlier this year, there was a time I needed to open a bank, Starbeam Bank, and I needed to do for a transaction. And after the transaction, I stopped using it. So they were now threatening me that we will block the bank. In my mind, I'm like, I already have like 5 local banks that I'm using. I don't need it. So they were always sending message. They now send some message one time that, hi Daniel, recharge 100 naira today and get 1,000 on your clinic. I say, no now. You want the market for marketing strategies? No now. You understand what they are doing them? It is follow-up. They understand that this person, it might not be that he doesn't need this. And funny enough, if maybe I need to now open another local bank at that point, the first person that will come to my mind is Stanbic. Do you understand? It's Stanbic. That is the power of follow-up. Are we together? If you are enjoying me, can I have a show of hands? That's the power of nurture. The slide again. And the last one is convert. It is a different thing to attract. It's a different thing to nurture. You have to learn how to convert. You need to learn how to convert. As one of the people that they used to learn this thing by default is realtors. Please let's celebrate see of Eves. Have you seen realtors content on Instagram? All of you know, love Lagos, you will love it. They will say, you must convert. So because they have sales targets, if you are not meeting, not even realtors alone, people that are marketers that are working in bank, they have targets. Earlier this year, somebody was meeting me, I think around June. She works in GTB. She said, they brought their they bought their billboard. I was at an event at that point. You know, like, we need to open banks. She keeps coming. I said, I already have local banks. I have plenty. I cannot open. She just said everything. He said, don't worry. In my mind, and I remember that at first, the first 3 conversation, I said no, blank no. She said everything. I said, you cannot convince me. The fact that I know that you want to be using this money for me, no, you cannot convince me. So when I was now working, I remember that there's a conference I wanted to do, and we need a bank to collect the money into. And I don't want to use all of my banks. So I need to ask her that, is there a limit that, like, I don't want to come to the bank to come and be upgrading limits. I don't want to be staying. She said, no, I can do it for you. I can help you to upgrade the limit. You don't have to do anything. I'll be your bank manager. I say, okay. So let's open it. And she did everything right there. It was after I opened it that I realized that it's not possible. She just lied to me. But her goal was to what? Convert. But I'm not saying you should lie. Oh. I'm just saying that you need to learn to convert. Understand people. There are some people that are called hot leads. People that they're just scrolling on Instagram. They have the money in their account. They have been saying, what will I buy this money? Oh? They have screenshots, plenty screenshots on their phone. They also want black gown. That is straight. They don't message you on Instagram. How much is this gown? We replied 3 days after. Hot leads. Support law. They are not. You have to. One of the ways to convert, you are prompt to response. There are some. You see that some people that they have good customer care and they respond to you faster. You love them better. Why? They've learned conversion. They've learned this phone. I wrote here, this is where people stop browsing and they start buying. This is where people stop browsing and they start buying. If attract is the first handshake and nurture is the conversion, you need to talk to people. You need to respond fast. Respond fast to people. Right now, all the messages on your WhatsApp, I understand that some people are extraordinarily busy, but the important ones, please respond to them. Because the truth is that you are building a kind of habit. When you don't respond to clients faster, you are building a kind of habit that even if you have big people, you will not be able, you will just feel like I can't respond to them, and you are putting a lot of money on the table. Do we understand? You are putting a lot of money on the table. And this will lead me, from this phone, this will lead me to one of the things that a lot of people have been bothered about in ways to attract leads, which is Facebook ads. Facebook ads. I've met a lot of people. They will tell me, I've been running ads. I've given money to people to run ads. I'm going to show you, by the grace of God, I have run over 500 ads, successful 500 ads, and it did not fail. Of course, there are some that are unsuccessful, but successful ones, over 500. And I'm going to show you the slide when it gets there. So, ads is not magic, and they are not miracle. They only give you what you ask for. Facebook ads is not magic. They are not miracle. They give you what you ask for. So, if you now see that your ad is not running well, that was what you asked for. Now, there are a lot of things that business owners used to miss out in running of ads. There was a time one of my clients reached out to me. He has a consulting company that used to recruit people. He just called me in the middle of the night. It's an issue if you're a bachelor and not married. They can call you at any time. Just called me by 12. Say, Daniel, I said, sir, can you talk now? I said, yes, even if you cannot talk now, that's your business. He said, you want to hire people. There's a company that's contracting, a big company, multinational. They want to hire people now. And I need you to run ads. I said, sir, we cannot run ads now. He said, the way they are mounting pressure on me, do you want me to die? I said, no, sir, you will waste money. Why? Because for the past about 6 months, we've not done anything on the Instagram page. And we want to run ads. People are not stupid. I want you to notice, have you never wondered how Temu got all of us in Nigeria? You've not wondered. One of the things they did is to ensure that they were already prepping you. They know that Nigeria are stubborn. They will not want to buy, who will want to remove their money and come and bring it down. In as much as, forget about the fact that the way we are stubborn, we can still, not everybody here, but we can still be stupid sometimes. Because I can imagine how we are stubborn, we are not buying things, and we are still falling for Ponzi scheme. How? How? So, same who got in by prepping you. A lot of business owners, you just want to come on Instagram, come on social media pages, start posting, and tomorrow you want to run ads. No, people are not stupid. If you that are sitting here, somebody is running ads, and you go to the person page and you saw one post, will you buy? Or you saw posts and none of it is showing that this person knows what he's doing, you will not buy. You will think that there are several other people. You even want to check 5 to 6, 10 people. So you need to position your brand in a way that if you are one of the 5 to 10 people that they are checking, you will stand out. You will stand out. And what will make you outstanding is understanding. What will make you outstanding is understanding. And that's what you are getting here. So you will stand out. You will stand out. Because of my time, I just want to show you the reason why ad fail. The reasons why ads fail is because people have wrong objective. They have wrong objective. You want a message ad, you want to get messages, you want to get leads, or you are picking an objective that will get you likes. Meta will only give you what you ask for. That is it. They will only give you what you ask for. And the last one on my model, PFA model, I said the P is what? The P is what? The F is what? And in the funnel we have attract, nurture, and the last one is automation. Automation. Most of you here, you are not making enough sales you are supposed to make because the things that is supposed to be delegated, you are not doing by yourself. Only you, business owner, you want to handle 100 clients and you want to be responding by yourself. When there are a lot of things to automate, there are things that is meant to. Automation is not replacing human being; it is replacing procrastination. Automation is not replacing human being; it is replacing procrastination. You have shot 30 days content on your phone, and you're like, I'll post it every day. One day will come, you just wake up, you feel like sleeping back, and you will miss the posting time. That's what I'm saying. You say, I'll do it later. But once everything is scheduled, it will post by itself without you even bothering about it. You understand what I'm saying? So automation is the major thing in your business that can 10x your efforts. It can 10x your profit rather. I beg your pardon. It will 10x your profit. You should not, in as much as I understand that everything you need to do requires a lot of effort, you have to be intentional. So a take home from here and everything I've said, I said a lot of things. Moving on from here, when you get home, write out one line, what you do. Because of time, I would like to show us the ad so it don't look like I was making mouths. When you get home, for your personal brand, write out what you do. Please, can I have my slide on page 13? Slide 13. What you do. Write out, I help you to achieve this and by this. What you do, how you help them to achieve this, to achieve it, what you achieve for them, and how you help them to achieve it. What you do, 12. What you do, how you help them to achieve, and what you achieve. Once you can get a one line of personal brand, if people can't recognize what you've told them, they cannot remember you if they want to give you a gig. Personal branding, you should be able to recognize. And after that, you should now create a funnel. Write down that 3 things. This is just the ad for just last one. This is over 30 ads. Write down your that funnel that I wrote. Attract. What's the next one? Nurture and convert. Write it down and craft that strategy. If you are just starting out, you should not think about people reaching out to you. Build yourself first. It is how you position yourself. That is how people will see you. I am Jade Daniels, the bridge between your business and the customers you are looking for. Thank you for your time.
We can do better than that. Please let's put our hands together for Mr. Ade Daniel. Sorry about the wrong pronunciation of name the other time, sorry. So I think he has said a lot about personal branding, funnels, and automation. So what can we say? What are the 3 funnels again regarding how to grow our brands? Attract, nurture, and conversion. You know, it's one thing to, like you said, a few years ago, I tried running a business, a thrift business, and my brother taught me how to run ads. I did the ads. I had over almost 20 responses, but none of them bought one clothes for me. It was sad. That's when I understood the fact of business is not for everybody. Some people are just really good at what they do, but when you have applied some certain principle to it, it shows you how to go about certain things. Thank you very much once again, Mr. Ade Daniel, for that. So moving on now, we're moving on to spoken words by one of our volunteers in the person of Mrs. Tabitha. Please can we put our hands together for her? So this time around, the spoken word is going to be virtual. So we'll be seeing that on our screen shortly. Over to the media. Okay, so after the spoken words, we're going to be having our first panel session. And we're going to be having Mr. Ade Daniel on stage with us. Can we put our hands together? We can do better than that. We're also going to be having Mr. Boluwatife Onimesi, the first speaker. And also the host and convener of this event, Mr. Ayooluwa Oladele. Popularly known as what? We can do better than that. Popularly known as what? Don't worry, when it's time, I'm going to read his citations. He has a lot of amazing records. You guys are going to learn from.
Listen carefully. Let's make it clear. In business, strategy will see you through. Build a brand that stands tall and strong. Deliver value and your profits will be long. Innovate, adapt, and always be bold. For in the market, only the agile will unfold. Focus on customers, their needs, and their pains. Solve their problems, and your profits will sustain. Cut costs, increase efficiency, and don't be slow. For in the game of business, only the swift will grow. Build a team that's driven, passionate, and bright. Together you will conquer day and night. Profit is the pulse that keeps the business alive. So chase it wisely and your success will thrive. Market trends, analyze them with care. Stay ahead of the curve and your profit will share. Risk management is key, don't be afraid to hedge. For in the world of business, caution is your pledge. Learn from failures and don't be glued. For every setback is a chance to break through. Network and build relationships that last. For in business, connections will last forever. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and don't stray. For in the journey of business, discipline will pave the way. Profit is not just a goal, it's a measure of might. So strive for excellence day and night.
Question I'd like to ask our panelists. Can you please go to our Instagram handle, which is at 10x your profit, then send a direct message to us. Your questions will be read on stage. Thank you very much. The Instagram handle again is 10x your profit. Please follow the page and send a direct message to us. Thank you very much. Good morning once again, our panelists. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to host this, to moderate this particular panel session. So without taking much of our time, we'd like to have, hear from Mr. Tenek himself, the reason or idea behind this thoughtful event, this initiative, 10x your profit, and the thing is profit first. So what was the idea that bettered this particular conference?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Yes, the idea behind 10x your profit is that, okay, it's a story, just like Mr. Onimesi mentioned earlier. He said everything in business should be about storytelling. And I helped the brand a little while ago, around November last year, to increase their profit from 300,000 monthly to 3.2 million over a period of 3 months. And this was a strategy that I came up with, and I tried to apply it with other businesses, and I saw that it worked. Of course, I didn't always get the times 10 result, but I was always getting times 5, times 7. In some cases, I was able to get maybe 10.5, times 11. And I discovered that a lot of businesses, the scripture says that people perish because of lack of knowledge. Yes? So a lot of businesses perish because they don't have enough knowledge that can help them to grow beyond where they are and where they ought to be. And that was how the idea 10x your profits came. And it was from there, the brand that started calling Mr. 10x. And Mr. 10x, Mr. 10x, you helped us 10x our profit. And then from there, the name stuck, and here we are, 10x your profit.
Can we put hands together for him? Now, this question is for Mr. Ade Daniel. It says, if you could identify one game-changing principle that help you scale profits faster and smarter, what would it be?
One game-changing
principle that help people, scale up their profits smarter.
Okay, so basically, when a lot of brands wants to scale, they are scaling noise and not system.
They are scaling noise and not system, in the sense that you cannot have a brand that does not have a structure for system and you talk about scaling? Because when we say scaling, it means that you are expanding your horizon to handle more businesses that come to you. So if you cannot handle 5, 6, 10 people, how do you want to handle 100 people? So a strategy that would work first is to work on your system. How do you automate things? I was speaking about automation, hands on deck, and you want to scale, you have to do that. So a strategy that will work for scaling is to focus on the system. Focus on the system first. Make sure that the system would suit what you're about to scale. Then you can now talk about scaling. Did I answer your question?
Like, if I'm not wrong, you said something about creating a system first before they can start scaling. Okay, ensure that the system can serve the scaling before they start scaling. Thank you very much for that. So, Mr. Boluwatife, in your experience, what's one mindset shift an entrepreneur must have before they can multiply their profits?
Okay. Can you come again?
So the question is, in your own experience, or from your own experience, what is one mindset shift all entrepreneurs must have when it comes to branding?
Okay, mindset shift that every entrepreneur must have when it comes to branding. Like I said the other time, I really emphasize about storytelling, not just about the skill set. Your story must align with your skill set. So you will see people saying that they know how to do something better than others. But what story are you telling around that thing? And the beautiful thing about branding is this. Let me say this. Good design is decoration. Or great branding. Or let me say good branding is decoration. But great branding is communication to the people. So when you are able to communicate, and you understand what communication is, I can talk to you, you can understand me, and when you talk back to me, I can understand you. So when entrepreneurs have this, they will scale that way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boluwatife, for that response. So the question now is to Mr. Ayooluwa. Okay, now it says, if business wants to 10x their profit, want to start 10xing their profit, what is that first actionable step they should take within the next 30 days?
I think Mr. Daniel already answered that question.
Okay.
You can be a one-man business, but have departments in your business. You could be selling thrifts, or you could be into makeup and co. But have departments. Yes, you are the only one, but have separately sales, have separately marketing, have separately operational expenses, have separate things like that. Now, it's easy when it's only you and there's a system. Now, when you're getting in people, it's easy to just fill them into those roles that have already been set aside. So, when that is now done, the next thing is automation. So, automation is something is working while you are not working. So, building a system process.
Automates the process. Thank you very much. Building a structure and automating process. So we have some questions from the audience. It says, I make and sell wigs and hair extensions. One of my biggest challenges is that when I tell customer a price, many of them say it's too expensive.
Okay, let me take the first one then, Mr. Daniel, take the second one.
Right.
Okay, so the first one is, I think it was Mr. Nimesi that mentioned it, and he said that you said something about pricing your products and pricing it for the wrong target audience. I was having a conversation with Mr. Daniel some days ago, and he said there's a difference between target audience and target customers. There's a difference between target audience and target customers. Target audience is everybody, people that can listen to, that are interested. For example, you want to sell ties. Every man is your target audience. But your target customers are the people that need ties for their businesses or for occasion. So if you're selling to target audience and you're not selling to target customers, obviously you're not going to make sales. It's going to be very difficult to close that sale. So if you're a wig seller, who are the people you're marketing to? Number one thing I'll tell you, change your customers, change your audience. If you're selling a wig of 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, and you're selling it to people that are collecting a levy of 10,000 and 15,000, obviously you can expect the result.